Hey guys, it's Goobs back again with another video. We're on episode number 74. That's a very big number of our series where we're playing 10-minute games against other players from all around the world. We've playing against Crazy Crush here today, and I've got no idea what that flag is. I'm gonna guess it's some sort of island nation. Um, I don't know exactly where though, so I'm not sure. Brunei. Oh, that's like near, and I know it's like somewhere in Asia or something like that. Anyways. Knight f3 has been played. We could just play e6, and if he goes to c4, it would kind of just convert into our queen's Indian defense. I'm just wondering if we should do something else, but I think e6 should be fine. If he goes ahead with c4, we'll just go ahead and play b6, do the normal queen's Indian stuff, play for the light squares, and yeah, maybe play for like a c5 pawn push or something like that. It's fun stuff. But it's up to our opponent to choose what opening he wants to go for. Actually, I don't know what else he could really go for. Knight here is really interesting for sure. That's something I've never seen before. Yeah, this is a new one. This is something else. He is adding some support to e4, so maybe he wants to play e4. I don't want him to get e4 because then he's threatening to play e5, and this knight is starting to run around. C4 comes in, then this knight ends up here. It's a big mess. It's like a4, and then he's trying to threaten push here. Not great, so maybe I have to just play like d5, which I don't enjoy too much because um this light square bishop is going to be kind of like trapped in here, and even if we fianchetto, it's going to be trapped up here. But I feel like that's the only move we really have, so I'm going to go ahead with it. Commit, it's fine. We'll figure it out. After we like fianchetto this bishop and play c5, we might be able to open this up, so it could still work out for us. Our opponent really just weakened a lot of dark squares. Trying to see if there's anything we can do about that. Anything we can do. We put this bishop right here right now. We are pitting this knight, but I expect him to just kind of do his normal fianchetto stuff. And maybe we put our knight over here. And then try to put a piece over here. Maybe. Another thing is that if he just pushes this pawn, it's a little annoying, but I guess we could rest over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and commit our bishop onto this square. He can't play c3 because we just take. Um, if he just plays a3, I'll go ahead and put this bishop on this amazing spot, attacking this rook, and he's like, well, what's he up to? I think I'm going to go ahead and put this knight in the center of the board because his knight can't take us. Interesting. So he went ahead and played e3. Um, what happens if I just take? Oh, he can take back with the bishop. That is true. If he takes back with like the knight, or whoops, if he takes back with a knight here, I just have knight c this square, and he's all trapped up, which would be really nice, but he can just take with the bishop. So it doesn't work. Not exactly. Um, trying to think what else we can do. If we just play like bishop b4, and if he takes, we can play knight c3 and get this thing. But if we play this move and he just plays bishop here, I'm not exactly sure what we're supposed to do. Something we could do is play queen here and check this pawn. And I think that might be something that we're going to try. So let's go ahead and put this queen over here. We're attacking this pawn, threatening this takes, because then if his bishop does take back, then we could just win a pawn over here. And that'd be pretty cool. And it looks like that might happen. So I'll go ahead and take over here. He takes with that piece. I can go ahead and take his bishop, and he's gotta have to take back. I can take this pawn, and I'm sort of happy. Cool. I could just castle here and then maybe play. Oh, maybe I should play h6 first just to stop him from coming in. That could be a nice move. Or I should pull my queen back because b4 could be a little annoying, trapping my piece. Yeah, let's just put this queen over here. Bring back the queen. And yeah, I mean, we're up a pawn, but we're down quite a bit of time. Goes ahead, pushing down. I don't want him to get e5 in, so I think I do have to take. He's going to have to take with this. Yeah, that makes sense. And over here, we have some moves. Maybe we could like bring the knight to f6. That could be really interesting. Putting the knight on f6 would be very nice. King's still in the center of the board, but if we play knight here and here, I don't think he has anything. Or should we just castle immediately? That's also something we should think of. Let's go with knight d7. I don't see a threat right now. If he does play this, I think we just have h6, so we're fine. This pawn is a little sad. I'm scared because if I remove this bishop ever, he could take this. It's a little interesting, but I think I just have this move right here. I'm attacking this bishop. If he pushes here, I'll go ahead and take the free bishop because even though he's attacking my queen, I'm attacking his queen, and then he's got to reply to my threats. But yeah, let's see what happens. He goes ahead and puts that piece all the way back. Cool, cool, cool. If we play c4 right here, he could just push, but then I take. But then he has this check, which is really annoying. If I castle right now, he does have this move. But I guess we just put our queen in the center of the board. And how is he going to kick us out? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead with castles. We need to get our king just out of here. Safe on the side. We need to develop our bishop still, and then just make sure that he doesn't start pushing these pawns so crazy that like he has an amazing space and good attacking ideas. But I don't think he does have those, so we're good for now. Okay. So there we go. He's starting to push these pawns. Annoying, but don't think we can do too much about it yet. If we play this move, we are attempting to put something here. I think that's a good idea. Let's go ahead with it. We are weakening our light squares, which could be a problem, but our knight is controlling this stuff, so it should be all good. If he pushes this, I think I'm just gonna put my queen, yep, on d5, and if he takes, I'll just go ahead and take back with one of the pawns, and I should be all good. Um, Instead of just trying to survive, I think we need to come up with like a plan to start winning. That plan needs some thought to it for sure, but it could be with the semi-open file right here, where we might start putting our rooks here and then I guess play for some sort of pawn pushes. I don't know. It's a tough situation. Oh yeah, and if he does push this, I do not want to take here because he's gonna take back with one of his pawns, maybe this one. If we do the queen trade, we could have very weakened pawns, like our A pawn and C pawn are isolated, his are not, and it's gonna be hard to kind of make a pass pawn out of just this one extra pawn. So not the best idea, I don't think. Here, I think it's time to put. our piece onto this square. So let's do it. We've got a nice diagonal looking at his king. We are threatening, I guess, to just take here because he's gonna have some really weak pawn structures, especially after that. And if we're able to start trading down everything, we'd probably be winning. If he does push this though, I could put my queen here. Okay, he goes ahead and puts his knight over here. Very cool. Okay. Could put a knight here. Try to ask for a trade. And I guess he has this move. Oh, but then we played this move. How do we do this? Yeah, I'd love to, I mean, get this done. Trading pieces is probably good for us. I'll go ahead and ask him for the trade. Let's see if he acknowledges it. I'm keeping an eye out for like any sacrifices here. But he doesn't have like his queen coming here. Okay, he plays this move. Very cool. Yeah, this pawn is sort of weak. We could play g6. It does weaken our dark squares, but he doesn't have a way to take advantage of that. So I think g6 might be the move here. Yep, g6 should be a good move. He might try to put his knight on like a square like this. Yeah, there we go. Maybe we just play king here. Stop him coming here. Or we play h5, but he does have this check. We go over here. Oh, but then his piece is trapped. So I'm gonna... h5 seems so risky. Let's go for it. Let's play h5. If he gives me this check, I'll go ahead and just play king g7, and then we're just threatening to put our rook on h8 and just win a piece. Should be easy enough. So I don't expect him to do that. But of course, if he just backs up, I'll go ahead and put my knight on f6, threatening bishop e4, trading down these bishops, which have been sort of troublesome recently. Okay, he does play that move. I'll go ahead here. That's my only move. Uh-oh. Something we didn't think about. Okay. Yeah, that's something we didn't think about. So if I do take this, he has this check. And I want to make sure that this piece is protected, but he can take this other thing as well. Or maybe we just take with the king. And then after this check, we're just going to run here and try to put a rook on this diagonal. I think that's the best idea. Let's go with it. Yep. I'm scared, but it's not too bad, right? We could play like the knight f6 as well. And that should be pretty good too. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. We could play this move, but then if he takes here, our queen is in danger. We could play this. Oh, this is dangerous. This is really dangerous. I really want to play knight f6 though. I'm gonna try it. If he takes this, I think I want to play this move. Yeah, our opponent found a really nice knight takes f7 sacrifice. I didn't see it myself. Now I'm really sad. But we are up in material. We're up in pieces. It's a little iffy, but... Oh, wait, we can't play this because he has this check, and we're actually getting crushed. Oops. I think we do have to take here then. No, but if I take this and he has this move, and then we're losing for sure. So I don't want to do that either. We could play this move. I guess let's do this. Yeah, this got kind of messy, didn't it? He found a really nice move. If we go back, are we getting mated? Not exactly, but still feels very dangerous, doesn't it? If we take this though, he has this check, so that could be even worse. Let's just go back. Oh no, he found an even better move. Bishop here, and now I think we might be getting mated. This is the only legal move. Queen takes is checkmate. Yep, we messed that up really bad. Let's go ahead, head into that game review. Let's see, check this out. We messed up really bad, and we were for sure winning. Let me see. Why is this analysis messed up? I wish I knew, but I'll go ahead and fix it right here. There we go. Here it is. And heading into the move, we played the Indian game apparently. D5 is the book move. We played this. Bishop b4 is nice. He plays this move. I go ahead, put the bishop on c3. It's amazing. Put the knight in the center. Not the best move, but not bad either. I wonder what the best move was. Oh, just queen here immediately. Okay. This happened. I played queen here. He does this. I took here. The best move was to just castle. Okay, if I just castle this, and he just take this, I guess we take here. And now this knight is under danger. Yeah, let's say yeah, this is the only really good move. If he goes back here, it's really sad. His position's completely like being crushed. So let's not do that. Can't move these two squares either because of our queen. But if he goes here, we play b5, and then we're threatening to trap him, I guess. Sort of. B5. So b5, if he just castles, we play bishop b7, this is protected. And he's going to have a hard time, I guess, kicking this bishop away. Interesting. Yeah, this is a really interesting position. F6, this is the only safe move square for him. Then we play F5, and he's got a few options. It's really interesting. His pieces are not very well coordinated, and he's not developing very well, but um, I don't exactly see how it's so great. It's hard to like come. You have to think like sit down at this board, think of a plan to make. Also, this was a really strong opponent. He's 2159 now, so it would have been really nice if we did beat him. We were beating him, but we didn't. That's what matters. But going back, we took this. He takes. I take this. I take the pawn, and we're up a pawn. But actually, it isn't too great because he's got development. I don't. I have my queen is out here winning a pawn, but then these two pieces are just over here. So it's not the best. But he castles. I play queen d6. Just want to get it out as soon as possible. If we castle, you could have something like b4 where my queen is sort of trapped, and I don't want to mess around with that. So queen d6 was played. He plays this. I take. We play knight d7, which is the best move. We bring our piece over here, and we play this move. b6 was the best move here. He does this. I play b6. He brings his rook. I go ahead and put my bishop on the best diagonal in the game. Knight e5 is played. I bring my knight down, try to trade it off. He plays queen d3, threatening mate. And g6 is for sure just winning here. Yeah, I already mentioned this, but we're making dark square weaknesses, which often can be a problem, but right here it isn't, because he doesn't really have a way to use those dark squares. He's a light square bishop, not a dark square bishop. So that's fine. But he played knight g4. I played h5. He gives me this check. King g7 was played. He has to sack this piece, and I take with the king. It's a bit bad, but it's okay. Apparently, rook takes was slightly better, but after queen check, king f8 is forced. Queen h6, probably play this move. And you can kind of see why it's, I mean, it's just very similar position. What we did was this instead, where we have a king over here. And d5 was played, and I played knight f6, which is just a big blunder. I should have taken this pawn, and I was really scared because I was like, wait, his pieces are coming in, and this could be a big problem. If we play like something like knight over here, that's gonna be bad because he just has f4 maybe just to break, just to use this pin or something, it's not going to be good for sure. But apparently the best move was king d8, which cuts off the teamwork between the rooks. But I guess it doesn't matter too much. After something like rook e6, I just put queen f4 and I'm threatening a lot of things. And let's say he plays f3 just to save everything. We can play c5, try to put this king over here, and then bring out our rooks on this side. But it's still really hard to find. c6, yeah, makes a bit more sense. It's a little easier to see. c5 feels very crazy because you're opening up a lot more lines as well. But c6 makes sense. And if he takes here, don't want to just go here because this could lead to a lot of problems. So you do have to take here. And rook b to e1. He's got really active pieces, which is really scary. But I guess this move is able to trade off something. If he takes, I just take with the queen. This would be amazing if we could just trade down. He's not going to do that, though. He's probably going to play something like queen e8 or something. But after this, we just run to c7. And everything is protected. So there's not much of a problem. And he can't really find any more checks. If instead he played something like rook e8, it's still not a problem, even if he does this, because we can just... Oh, we would just take here. So that's how he would lose his attacking strength. So we'd have to run to the queen side, but I didn't really think about running all the way over there. I just thought I'd be hopefully safe in the center. That was not it, though, because I played knight f6, and that's a big blunder. After this pawn takes, I was thinking I could play this, because, oh, he doesn't have any checks. So if he moves this queen away, I go ahead and take this, and then we have a really active rook, so that should be pretty good. That doesn't happen, though, because he has queen f7 check, which is what I missed in my calculation. I realized that right after, so I didn't actually play rook g8, but yeah, it's a bit of a blunder. I played queen f4, which is inaccuracy. He gives me this check, and I had king takes e6, which was the best move. I didn't see bishop g6. I didn't see it, guys. He did, so he got the mate in two. But if I just take over here, king is completely open. That is true. And he's going to give me a lot of checks, but knight can maybe run away. I don't know about this one. Queen e7. Yeah, it's really hard to find the best moves, but you're going to play something like this, but it's very scary. You're probably going to lose a lot of material back, and your king's in the center of the board, which is why it's like +1, +2. So it's just a really scary position. Because after something like this, yeah, he's going to trade down. You don't want to bring your queen over here, but he just has f3, and now he's going to be winning this bishop. And you don't have your threat anymore. So, yeah, a really tough game. We were winning. We had an advantage, but we kind of let it go because of all the development problems. We traded away all of our developed pieces, right? That's not good because these pieces were just bad. Instead, yeah, f5 is a nice move. f5, because if he takes here, I'm just going to take with the pawn, and again, his pieces are running around. Like, it's nothing. So I guess, yeah, f5 is a really nice move. Knight d7 also shows up stuff, you know. Knight d7, I guess you just put it here. Lots of funny things, but yeah, it's still okay because, yeah, we want to back a pawn, and it's human play, right? So maybe he can't find the best things, but we played pretty well until we played this move, which was just really bad calculation because after this, he has this check, and then we were completely losing. So, yeah, but this was the Indian game, and this might be the first time we played the Indian game on this channel. Very different opening from what I'm used to. Yeah, so a good learning opportunity. Anyways, I think that should be it for this video, so I'll go ahead and end it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.